What's up, guys? It's me this time. I'm running the show. I kicked that out. I'm in Hialeah, baby. I'm with Mayor Esteban Bovo and my partner in crime, the owner of La Bodeguita, Michael Peña, here in La Bodeguita, guys. Thank you and welcome. This guy right here, we got the mayor on, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Mike's going to co-host with me today. We're in his home here at La Bodeguita, Hialeah, my favorite spot right now. Mayor, you know about this place? You eat here?
I come here.
You eat here? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, brother.
You're
Good
great.
to be with you, man.
Good to be with you. We saw each other last night. We're Columbus dads, so it's cool to have a mayor in the house. That just tells you how powerful Columbus is.
We're part of the Columbus family.
Yeah, we're starting out. We're freshman
Family.
parents.
Yeah, absolutely. We're newbies. Right?
So what's going on, guys? How's everything? I see the famous croquetas. Are these the La Peores in Miami?
La peor, the worst.
The worst?
The worst croquetas.
How did they get the name?
Well, pretty much I was making the menu, and I wanted to give it like a different, unique name, and everybody has a title. Everybody wants the title of the
Everybody
mejor
wants the
croqueta. So I was like, well, I think this title nobody has it. So I just went with it, and I tried it out, and the clients just loved it, and the tables would get a kick out of it, and now we just ran with it.
That's great. I love them, and they're by far the opposite of
the best, worst
yeah.
croquetas.
You know what I'm saying? They're amazing. They're amazing. Mayor, tell me, man, you're the mayor of the city. What's the city pulse like right now? How you feeling about your people?
You know, it's a lot of things converging at the same time, right? 100-year anniversary of the city of Hialeah. 100 years.
100 years, bro.
Get your
Wow.
mind around that for a second, where the city was, where it is, where is it going. And so a lot of the buzz, a lot of the efforts to put together events this year that not only pays respect to our past, understands how we are where we are now, but has to have always a light to the future, right? I always say that the city of Hialeah right now is in this positive vortex of growth,
Big
good
growth.
vibe, people coming in and investing. You know, this is not your dad's Hialeah anymore.
No,
or abuelo's Hialeah. This is a different Hialeah, all for the better, I think.
I think so. I mean, to be honest, I live in Palmetto Bay. I was born in Westchester, but like I was telling some of your people off camera, my youth from like 5 to 10 years old was Hialeah. I learned how to swim in Hialeah. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to the Gus Machado Ford, that little corner. They had that big clown, like Anatia, I think it was called.
Sure, of course, yeah.
I remember all that. You know what I'm saying? The traffic was all the same back then, early '80s and stuff like that. But how long you been mayor? Because a lot of people don't know how long you been.
So we're in my fourth year
Okay.
As mayor of the city of Hialeah. Got elected in 21 after my run for mayor of the county that was unsuccessful but successful because I think we kind of raised the level of awareness of what local government should be doing, and then was blessed. The residents in Hialeah have been supportive of me now for 26 years. You know, I've been
You've been in the game a while.
Been a councilman, a state rep, a county commissioner, and now the mayor. And it can't happen, and it doesn't happen if the residents of Hialeah don't bless it and support me. And so, we've established this relationship now over a course of time with different mayors in place, different political figures, and, thankfully we've kind of stood the test of time. So
Everything's on the up and up here in Hialeah.
we hope so.
Mike, you're a business owner, a resident. If anybody vouches for Hialeah or reps Hialeah more, I think it's you. How is the relationship with the mayor? And this is kind of like a political hub for a lot of commissioners and important people in Hialeah, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
You had some big people here last night as well.
We did. We had Roger Stone and Enrique Tarios was here, and it was an honor to have them, honestly.
Awesome. How long has this place been open, Mikey?
We made 10 years now in November.
10 years. And
10 years.
Business is good, right?
Yeah, this is good. God, thanks to
Stephen, I
God.
found out about this place last year.
Yeah.
One of our friends in common, Chris, put us on. And I said, it's in Hialeah. I don't really go to Hialeah too much. But he goes, bro, you got to try these people. You got to try it. First, I tried the croquetas on the little taste test that he brought to our office. And then when I came, Mayor, everything. And I'm not just saying because he's my boy now. We're friends. Everything was amazing. Certain dishes were crazy, like the empanada de rabo encendido.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. I have the equipment for rabo encendido.
I hear you.
And it was unbelievable, man. And the croquetas and everything. And, I'm the food guy, so that's always my angle. But then when I found out how much he works in the community, all the stuff that he does on his own dollar, he's young. He's young.
Yeah.
We're the same age, but he's young. And he's doing all these crazy things. And I'm like, man, not only the food good, I met the family, a family-oriented restaurant. He's a good guy, and he does a lot of things. One of the things that I found out, because I was telling off camera, again, Mike's the kind of guy that Mike, what's going on with your work? How's business? You know, what are you up to? No, Kiko, just chilling, you know, grinding, doing, you know, I'm hanging out. And then you find out he's in charge of all these festivals and events and things at all Hialeah, which is my segue to. There's a festival coming up Saturday you spoke about, celebrating the 100 years, but I know you're kind of like the forefront and the one that kind of started out. Can you give us a little brief history on how that started and what's to come?
Yeah, of course. So basically, when we started in 2014, I quickly tried to look for ways and avenues to get the restaurant out there. So I participated in the Food and Wine in South Beach. And pretty much my second year in, I was like, you know what? City of Hialeah needs a Food and Wine, you know, like
you went to steal ideas from the Food and Wine.
I was just, you know, I was tired. I was like, what am I doing in the beach? This is not, you know,
Right,
we're in
this
Hialeah.
ain't-
So I looked around and I realized every city has one, pretty much. So I got together with Vivian and with Brunetti over there, and
Vivian's the
they helped-
historian. Where is she?
Yeah.
She's back there. We're gonna
Yeah,
talk to her
yeah.
later. Ain't nobody knows.
Does that mean she's old? What is that?
What's wrong with the mayor?
Yeah.
Well, let me jump in for a second because I
course.
think it's important because he talks about, you know, he was at the beach and things like that. And one of the things that we see to a level of frustration for me personally is that we would go out to dinner as a family, and the debate in my house on a Friday night was, all right, where we're going, right? And 9 times out of 10, we were ending outside of the city of Hialeah to go eat. And then one of the things that started to dawn on me is that, damn, we're seeing Hialeah folks
Right.
everywhere we're going.
Right.
So whether it was Doral, whether it was Pembroke Pines, whether it was Miami Lakes, La Playa, whatever it is, Coral Gables, we're seeing Hialeah folks.
Hialeah people.
And then take it to another extension. The person serving lives in Hialeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the cook is from Hialeah. I'm like, whoa, this is
The
crazy.
hardworking people, man.
But so why isn't that happening here in our city? And I think there was a mindset, you can't do this stuff in Hialeah because all the people care about is bite de chancleta and
Cafeterias,
right.
you know, had that rep of cafeterias and just, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
And
It's
then
true.
if you start, it's almost like if you build it, they will come, right?
Yeah.
And then you start hearing stories like, you know, what goes on 49th Street? You know, the Olive Garden comes and opens, and they do good. But you know what they did? They got a pizza joint down the street that then blows up because everybody doesn't want to stand in line in Olive Garden, so they go eat at the Piazza,
DPS,
right?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Entonces,
Just to be clear, I'm not a fan of Olive Garden.
and this is not un anuncio político para
La ensaladita y el pan and that's it, mayor, por favor.
That's it.
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah,
Continue.
you see this, and so I think Mike embodies what we wanted to see. Make the investment here, create the vibe here, so people will come and they don't need to travel out. So we've been blessed, and this Food and Wine is not just a showcase of the 100th year anniversary, but let's showcase what goes on in the city of Hialeah, the vibe in the city of Hialeah, and I think you're going to be impressed. I think you'll be surprised of what we're going to pull off in a couple of days.
Looking at some questions that I had for the mayor there with the Hialeah and stuff like that. Michael, tell me about the event. How many restaurants participate? What's it actually called? People want to know. What's the actual name of the event?
So
On
it
Saturday.
started off that year, like I told you.
Hialeah Food and Wine?
Yeah, it started off as Festival. We're now, like I said, we're doing with the city. This is for the 100 years. This is, you know, trying to take it to another level. It's the City of Hialeah Food and Wine Festival.
And where is it going to be located?
At Hialeah Park Casino.
Hialeah Park. So how many restaurants are participating?
I think we're like at plus 30, if I'm not mistaken, right now. I got to
Wow.
check, but yeah, we're.
And you do all this undercover here. Nobody knows.
This with the event department in the city.
And you mean your contacts and everything. What kind of restaurants are your favorites right now in Hialeah, Mayor?
Well, we're sitting in one of them, right?
Right.
You know, Trigo will be there, Graciano's will be there. So we're, you know, the thing is,
Fresa,
let's get La Fresa Francesa. So let's get
That
a.
place is fire, bro.
Yeah, no.
I think we literally have the best French restaurant in Miami. In
I
Hialeah.
think so too.
We
But I
might
went
be,
there.
right? Yeah,
I must
I
have
agree.
gone there a little less than 10 years ago. I haven't been back, honestly, but I remember because it was on one of their segments that we used to do on TV. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anything that the city needs when it comes to like the food scene that maybe it's lacking a little bit, or
Well,
you know, it's obviously growing because the growth is
Yeah.
there. Listen, if I'm here, you know what I'm saying, you're popping. I'm not gonna lie. Be honest. If I'm here, it's because something you're doing is right when it comes to food. I don't know about all the important stuff, but la comida, I know what I'm talking about. What do you think? Like the city kind of, you know, is on its way to, or kind of like lacks a little bit, might need some, you know, spots. You know, the cameras here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get some people to come down. And what does Hialeah offer to a business owner that wants to open up a restaurant or a food spot because you know how hard it is.
Yeah,
You know that it takes your life, and you're a young guy, but look at all those white hairs on your beard. So that means that you know how hard it is. What can?
Eso pinta. I think he
No,
has that.
hey,
I
I'm
think he
telling
has
you.
that, so people.
Hey, I've never seen.
that way
I've
if
never
he
met
sees
anybody
more
10
mature.
years younger than me that works as hard, and you know how hard you work. And homie grinds. I gotta admit. But what does the city of Hialeah have to offer for a business owner? I mean, I'm trying to get up to be a councilman, mayor, or something like that. I got him on the edge there. But
that is un anuncio.
what do you think?
político.
What are the positives of coming to Hialeah? Because I've seen what the reputation is of whatever it was in the past is not even there anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a city that's growing. What do they offer? What can?
Well, I think I think the process and the whole process of opening up a restaurant, licensing.
Licensings are okay, Mayor. You take your hand on that,
I
or
think it's very smooth and
you help
fast. Yeah, I think it's something that's very smooth and fast here.
which is not the case in a lot of cities.
Yes, and that's huge because you can take up to a year and a half to open up. You know what I mean? So I think that's very important. I think you have very loyal customers. You have a little diverse of you have your Cubans. You have a little bit of everything. So you pretty much can open up a concept. You can go many ways about it. And we're still missing a lot of concepts, in my opinion, that I have in mind that would be great in Hialeah, and I think they'll come one day.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's
So let me add.
Yeah,
I think
go ahead, Mayor.
there's a couple of things.
I'm gonna go
here.
ahead and try one of these. Which of
yeah,
these?
that is the new chicken buffalo dip.
And then this is
the jamon serrano and manchego.
Mayor. You try one with me?
Yeah, man.
Before
Serrano,
you
go all the
ahead.
way, man. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Well, let's try it.
I'm okay. I don't buy too many already.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get to go.
Tired.
Go ahead, Mayor. I didn't mean to- I wanted to interrupt you with la croqueta, you know?
Habla tú.
Go ahead, Mayor. The floor is yours.
Well,
What do you
this is
say?
good stuff.
There you go, my guy.
And this is the worst one, right?
Those
Yeah,
are
esta la
las
peores.
peores. Las peores, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Fire. Wait, so a couple of things to unpack. Yes, the city needs to be an advocate and an ally
Right.
of you to be able to open your business. And what goes into opening a business in Hialeah? It's not just location, permitting and whatnot. It's Durham also. Durham plays a big
Yep.
role in this thing. And so one of the things that we've identified and one of the things we'll be announcing shortly is the creation of really almost like a beacon council type position within the city of a person who could interface with businesses that are here and then help draw businesses to the city, right? And how do we accommodate them? How do we open the space for them? And I think that's critically important. We have a chamber of commerce, but I want to take it to another level, and so we're going to do that right out of the city as really a business supporter, a business engager, right? If I said what is the one thing I'd like to see develop in the city of Hialeah, I'd love to see a restaurant district. Okay, we've got great places and they're spread out. If I could have a vibe, I call it a Wynwood vibe, a Coral Gables vibe, where I've got like 8, 9, 10 restaurants, bars, cabarets type. All
I love that. Maybe have like a walkway or
Like City
something.
Place Doral, sort of, kind of like that.
But I don't want it to be. I don't want it to look like some sort of corporation
Right.
institution.
Yeah, like a concrete jungle kind of vibe.
Right. I want almost. I don't mind cop in other cities. You know, you go to South Miami, for example, and they've got this giant kind of like outdoor mall that fails.
Yeah.
Yet, if you go into the neighborhood,
For sure.
you find little places that thrive, right? And so park your car, drive. We're gonna have a debate in the family. You want sushi, I want meat, and we're gonna be
there.
able to settle in an area that has maybe all of that, right? So
I
we
love
could
that.
create that. And I've talked to John Brunetti Jr. You know, the approaches off of 29th Street into the casino is ripe for a development there that creates that vibe of restaurants, shops, bars. So you know what, man? You come to Hialeah, you live in Hialeah, and I don't have to go to South Beach every weekend if I want my entertainment. I could come here, maybe family friendly. Maybe after a certain hour, it's not so much family friendly, but create the vibe
I love that.
you could keep the money here, the investment here. If that's one thing, if I had a magic wand and say this is what I'd like to see happen, that's where I would try to maybe make my concentration a part of all the development we're seeing in the city of Hialeah. But if we could do that, support businesses, support a vision, encourage cats like him to come in also and start creating the vibe, government step back. Let them do what they do.
Have to make their money,
Right.
absolutely. I like that. Maybe Bodeguita number 2 out there. And
Yeah, I'm with. I mean, I
this
think
is chicken, right? I don't care, man.
that's
I got to eat
buffalo
it.
chicken,
This
yeah.
is buffalo
I
chicken.
think the location you're talking about, which is the Hialeah Park Casino, that's like, es un orgullo to me, like, you know, for them to be in Hialeah and that to be here. I think that's why the food and wine was perfect there.
Yeah.
We toured it the other day. You gave me a
Yeah.
little thing, and it was nice. I had forgotten all about that property.
There's a metro station there, for God's sake. You know what I mean? It's like, it's beautiful. You go in there and it's like there's a magic. There's something in there that's like,
Yeah, like an aura, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean,
The history.
yeah.
Well, I call it flat out ghost. I worked at that racetrack for
Yeah,
good
well, yeah,
18
I've
years,
heard
right?
So you think it's haunted, Mayor?
I'm not gonna say haunted. It's but haunted gives a connotation. Of
No.
bad way. But I would tell you, over the course
Occupied?
of time, there is a vibe there, and you could sense it.
You feel it when you took us through there.
Yeah, years and years.
But it's a
and
good
years.
one. It's a good
Well,
one.
there was an episode. I think it was a Ghost Hunters. I think it was
Yeah.
there one time, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might move to Hialeah after talking with you and the mayor. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you
Foxes,
got foxes,
like-
flamingos. You've got rabbits there. I've seen a
Yeah,
whole
it's-
bunch of
yeah.
critters. There's a whole. Maybe they're gone now, but there used to be a whole raccoon.
The flamingos are still there. Right?
Oh, flamingos are still there. You know, those are the original Cubans,
I know.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that honestly, I mean, Sobeys, you know, the South Beach Food and Wine Festival is beautiful. You're in the stand and all that, but
Yeah.
I think Hialeah Park has an opportunity to do a really nice food and wine there. It's just I'm telling you, you're under the trees. It's like you see the
Yeah, the
history. you
backdrop's
feel it,
there.
like, the amount of people have gone by there, you know, it's great. I mean, they're turning 100 years as well.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
So it's
cool.
going to be a big deal come Saturday.
Yep.
Mayor, another question that I have to ask you, and I was told to ask you, what's the whole backstory on the street called Trump, and how awesome is that?
Transformative, right? Especially
Yeah.
when the president puts it on his
Agenda.
Truth Network and puts it out there and thanks
Yeah.
me for it. Look, we see what goes on, the political landscape in the city. This is a city that supported Donald Trump with like a 76% clip.
Yeah, huge numbers.
That's a landslide in the city of Hialeah. And, you know, I think there's an appreciation for him to talk straight, right? I think the city of Hialeah appreciates somebody who's resolute and somebody who's going to show you a way, and is so confirmed in his conviction of what is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, the America First agenda speaks loud to anybody that believes government needs to serve people. More and more, we've seen the federal government go away from that, and we started thinking about, you know, how do we honor a guy that we feel that the 2020 election was stolen from him. And I have my whole analogy. It has nothing to do with machines that were fixed. It has everything to do with people voting by mail at home, which you lose total control of who's voting. And were there violations of election laws? Absolutely. Can you prove them? Almost impossible.
Exactly.
Okay? But I tell you,
That was a mess.
if you start sending 20 million ballots to people's homes, because basically 20 million more people voted in the 20 election than the 24 election, okay? All driven by COVID and the respective vote and voter access, and you start flooding the community with these ABs, you have no idea. Wait, 3 ballots come to the House, you're the only one engaged in your house in elections, and you vote for everybody in your house, and you just tell everybody in your house, hey, if I'm sending it in.
Yeah.
That, my friend, is a violation of our election laws. How do you prove it? Is a son going to rat out his mother
No
or
way.
his father? It ain't going to happen, right? Taking all that into context, and I think we were vindicated with the victory in this election. Now,
Substantial victory.
we felt and then obviously all the bogus charges against him, right? It was just infuriating my community. So we came up with the idea, he's going to come to Hialeah. What can we do to honor him? Now, I had a conversation with him before that I went to go see him in Mar-a-Lago, and I had told him, we wanted to be able to be supportive of you, and we wanted to do it in a way that would honor you. And then the idea was, what would be like earth-shattering here in the city of Hialeah?
Mind-blowing.
And so, we said, what is Palm Avenue? It's important. And people, the nostalgic people want to call it Palm Avenue. Nobody's going to get upset with you. But Palm Avenue is the divider of east and west in the city. It is like the spine
The heart.
of the city, right? That's the one.
That's interesting.
So we did it in the council, unanimous vote in the council, and then vindicated by the county doubling down and also. So soon enough, you'll see not just our historic blue signs that call it not just the historic blue signs that call it President Donald J. Trump Avenue, but what you're going to see is on the intersections, you're going to see it too. So it's there, it's codified. He's been very appreciative. I've seen him now twice.
Pretty cool experience, huh?
Yeah. No. Look, when the president calls you out, you get a little nervous.
Yeah, because he named you by name, huh?
Yeah, anytime they say Esteban Bovo, I think my dad's about to come in the room and discipline me. So, but look, it's cool. It's a great honor to have him. And for me, more importantly, it raises the city of Hialeah. The President of the United States has called out the city of Hialeah, did a rally while he was campaigning here, has been in events in Doral, and has called out, not Doral, Hialeah as part of, a bastion of support.
Hialeah, baby.
Big time.
Mikey, you're Hialeah too.
Big time.
Mikey, you got a big ass Trump flag hanging out.
Hialeah right here. This is
oh my goodness.
They're showing tattoos.
This is
Steven, you got a Hialeah tattoo anywhere there? No?
Yeah, but I can't show it. That's
Easy, Mayor, easy. You got a big ass flag flying out the back of your Jeep that says Trump, Mike. Let's just say it and let's be clear, right? What's your involvement and how happy you are to support not only Mayor Bovo but the whole Trump administration and everything? You can speak on that. This is your day.
No, I mean, obviously, what Bovo was explaining hits home for me. My grandpa's, come from Cuba and preso político. So it didn't hit me directly, but it's felt. My dad, the stories, and I've been a little bit of on politics since I was little, and just kind of my dad always told me he taught me, but at the same time he always told me go check the other side so you can hear and
educate yourself
and that's what I did, and it just feels right,
feels right.
Very right, and Bovo, what he did here with the Donald Trump sign and Palm Avenue, I thought
Bovo, I think I was talking to him earlier. I called him Mayor on the cameras not off. Esteban, I think he's gonna get that call one day from Donald J. Trump and say, "Hey, Esteban, I need you, bro. He's gonna be ready, and you deserve it."
Well, I don't know about that stuff. I will tell you this. I think the fact that he's mentioned the city of Hialeah, the fact that we've got a whole bunch of young folks looking at Hialeah to not only for a place to live, to invest in, that really, in my opinion, and when I ran for mayor in 21, I said we needed to have a long-term vision. Every mayor that served this city, God bless them for their service, and we thank them for what they did. Mm-hmm. But they were always thinking in terms of immediate needs that we had to. And I felt that the city of Hialeah, because of its support for me over the years, gave me the license to not only address the issues that we had to, but let's start looking long term. And that's my whole thought process has been, what do we do today that the next generation, and the next generation, trust me when I tell you, is just around the corner. The keys to the kingdom, okay, is going to be turned over to them. The only thing I want to be able to do is whatever is turned over to them, they could basically just say, you know what, during his time here, the foundation was set, and build upon it and keep growing it.
I love that.
You can't deny progress. You cannot. In human history, those that try to stand against progress get rolled over. So embrace it, embrace the change, embrace the opportunities that come, and just and very important, within the 100 years, because I don't want this to go by the wayside. There's a story to be told in our schools. We don't do a good enough job. It's not my job to do it, but I'm collaborating with Robert Alonso and with Danny Espino, two of our school board members.
Danny, good friend.
That those kids in school, during a portion of history or what they teach, geography, what have you, teach about the city of Hialeah, about its founders, about its political figures, about its industrialists, those that invested and created something. Tell them that story. I need kids to feel pride about where they come from. Right. This is a city built by aviation pioneers, built by refugees looking for freedom, built by, those that come thinking, where can I start the American dream? It happens in this city every single day. Every single day.
La ciudad del progreso y la ciudad de la oportunidad, in a way.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've teased Michael a couple times about running for office or in some aspect. He keeps telling me no, but he's pretty good.
Look, ahorita yo me voy. Mira, ahorita yo me voy. Entonces,
yeah, you're gonna get called up by Big Boss, and then
I don't know about.
Man, what do you guys think? You know what? Go in the comments when we upload and see if my man over here, Michael Peña, should run for office in some aspect. Maybe we're going to cut that hair.
Leave him making croquetas.
Yeah, making croquetas. Oh, my God. Okay. You guys ready for the clickbait?
All right, what are we doing?
These are questions that I'm going to ask you. They don't worry, not politics. I don't do politics.
Okay, good.
All about food, okay?
Right.
We're going to start. Let's start with Michael. I'm going to save you.
Yeah, he's an expert in this. So
Michael, you can't say Hialeah. I need you to tell me 3 restaurants that you like, that you go to, that aren't necessarily Hialeah, doggy. Give me something good. You start from the bottom, 3 to your best number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to put you on the spot, dog.
I mean, yeah, that's as
Could
a
be a
restaurant
bar, could
owner,
be a
as a
spot.
mom and pop brand restaurant. I'm literally here all day. When I leave from here, the last thing I want to do is go to another restaurant. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Um,
Any other spot that you like that you go to that maybe it could be anything, bro.
I mean, my mom makes food all the time.
Mom,
Brings
we're
over
not-
for the kids, But
Okay.
I mean, I jump over Los Perros all the time.
All
in front
right.
of my house.
Okay. All right. Little clutchness
They're
there.
right there in front of my house. So,
All right.
that's like a Quita place, right?
Yeah.
that's-
It's a little sober up. Yeah.
yeah.
Leave it to the mayor to say Quita.
But, I mean, I gotta say when I do have the time, La Fresa, those crepes.
All right. There
Are
you
like-
go. Shout out to La Fresa Francesa.
Yeah.
One more, buddy. Give me one more. I know you got it in you. Could be a bar. Could be a bar.
A bar.
Could be a sandwich shop. Could be.
Oh, Mejor Batido is probably Mejor Batido.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, Mejor Batido is probably it's my route from here to the warehouse.
All right.
To our commissary kitchen. So I stop by all the time.
All
Only
right.
cash. You can only take cash, and you can eat for like under $8 and pan con lechon and Mejor Batido, in my opinion. Yeah.
All right.
There
That's
you go.
good. That's good. That's good. All right. Now you, Mr. Bovo, I know you go out to eat a lot. So give me 3 spots that aren't necessarily in Hialeah. Maybe if you want to include one. Start from the bottom, work your way to the top. Where does Esteban Bovo go when he's I got to get something good to eat? Kiko, this is where I'm going.
All right, so I'm going to leave Hialeah out so I don't get into trouble with
Yeah.
anybody.
Hialeah is your city.
'Cause
Everybody knows you rep Hialeah to the death.
I love
Give
all
me your
my-
top 3. Start from the bottom and work
Yeah,
your
I
way
love
up.
all my joints in Hialeah.
Let everybody know there so they can clearly hear what you said.
Yeah, I love all my joints in Hialeah. Okay, I spend
Yeah.
my money-
Hialeah love. Nobody.
Yeah,
You got it.
I like to spend my money. On
But
all
give
those
me
different
something
joints.
juicy.
So I think I said earlier, there's always a debate that goes on in my house when we're going to go out, and so in my house there are drivers that will give me where we're going to go. So I would say probably the number 3 is driven by my daughter Sophia, and she likes to go to Texas and Brazil. She loves that
Okay.
constant
I love it too.
meat coming and flip
I
that little
never
thing.
go red. I
Yeah,
never
exactly,
go red. I live in
exactly,
green.
exactly.
Cansate conmigo, I'm going green.
You got to pace yourself in those places, right?
I like
You
it.
just
Solid
can't
choice.
go- yeah, you got to pace yourself.
You're right.
You
No,
gotta-
the salad bar is fantastic. You're right.
They have a salad bar? I
They
didn't even
do.
know they have it.
They have ensaladita. I like ensaladita. I'm an all-around kind of guy. But that's a good one, Mary. That's a good one.
So Texas,
Okay.
Brazil,
Shout out to
something
Sophia, your daughter, right?
Yeah, she likes.
All right,
she
all
likes, she likes that. Now, me. If,
Number two,
if you gave me a carte blanche. What do you want to eat? If I was on death row and they told me, "What do you want as your
You
last
mean your
meal?"
death row meal? I'll tell you my death row meal later. But you're already gonna go. That's number 1, no?
Yeah, well, but yeah, we have to.
Okay, great. Give me
defer
number
to
2.
my wife as her.
You're
favorite,
right.
because
Number
usually
2.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
I got
with-
you. Your wife's the boss. I got it. But
Yeah,
go number 2.
claro,
What
por
is it?
favor. We got to be
Tell
very
me. You're
clear
absolutely
on
right.
how that
I'm
whole
not married.
thing
I
works.
forgot
So
what it was to-
for me, I like a good burger, right?
Okay.
So,
Oh my God, this is gonna be good.
So
huh?
I'm a Shake Shack kind of guy. All right.
Same. I like Shake
So I
Shack.
like-
Shake Shack. Do you feel
Shake
it's
Shack.
falling off a little bit on the size of the burger, or maybe like that? Something funny.
economy. I don't know.
I mean,
What do you think, or is it day one solid?
I'm good every time I
Good,
go.
double-
man.
double shack? You
Whenever
go-
I am in the beach,
You go double shack?
I do double shack. Yeah.
Double Shack, solid
Yeah.
choice. I'm a Shake Shack fan.
Oh, you're
stuff.
good,
Yes,
good. So
I am.
I try different other. I
am.
like Fuddruckers. I like.
No, you look like a
Five
burger
Guys.
expert. You look like.
But I'm a.
All right, and number
Tira
1,
hamburger. Es un gringo. Tira hamburger. That kind of.
and Mayor Bovo's number 1 choice that he likes to go the most,
So
or family.
So this is, I think where my wife, especially if I have to make up, and I always have to make up because I mess up somehow or another.
Okay,
so
okay,
My
fair
my go-to. This is where we're going. We're gonna go to Prime 112. So
Prime 112.
Carito, es carito.
Bougie
but,
mayor shit, dog, right there, dog.
I like that.
Pull up with that, and you're down a G.
Yeah, I like to hang out with the NBA crowd.
No,
there.
I like Prime 112. It's solid. Last 20 years.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
It's
good.
good-
Okay,
good-
so you're a
good
big
steak.
steak, big guy.
I'm a steak guy. Yeah, I'm a steak
all right,
guy.
all
It's
right.
funny.
That's
I've
solid.
never-
Hey. I
Never
appreciate
even
your
done
honesty. That was good. That was good. And you worked it that much to eat,
Yeah,
huh?
I've never even been to Prime 112.
Yeah? Never?
And,
You're
what was
here.
it,
You're here.
What was the other one you were talking about? The
Texas to Brazil.
Texas-
Brazil,
Brazil.
years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But
my daughter, when she graduated from high school, that's where she wanted to go.
Yeah.
She graduated from college. Dad, when I get down there, she went to Florida State. We went there.
How
She's at
old are
law
the
school
kids,
now.
Primo?
Well, I got 5 of them. So
5 kids.
Yeah.
So you're basically building the future of Hialeah.
I am. At least a basketball team. We got a basketball.
Yeah,
team.
like you're single-handedly are popularizing the community.
Yeah, so my oldest is a lawyer, was a council member here for a short stint, and then left when I became mayor. I've got a son who's an actor up in New York, which means, unfortunately, he's unemployed many a times because he's a stage actor.
Yeah, but if he hits it, he hits it.
Yeah, and I got
Then you have to make an appointment to talk to him.
Yeah, he's done some work, but that's
awesome.
That's a dog world up there. I got a daughter who works at Royal Caribbean, a daughter who's in law school, and then my son who's over at Columbus, finding his way as a freshman.
Wow,
so I'm
man.
blessed.
Wow, you're
Every
blessed.
which way.
I got
Yeah.
2, man. I'm gonna follow your lead. That's a true blessing right there, brother. That's amazing.
Disconnect your TV in the bedroom, right? And see how many kids you get.
Yeah. Mike, anything else you want to say about this festival before we sign off here? Day, time, location.
Yes.
Tell everybody right here.
Hialeah Park Casino. It starts at 6 p.m. Till 10. We're going to have the tastings. You'll be able to come in, try out different types of restaurants. We're going to have vendors, wines, rums, cocktails.
Where do they buy their tickets?
You could go to Eventbrite, Hialeah Food and Wine.
Okay.
And, we're going to have a concert afterwards. I mean, Stefan is going to be there. He's doing
Heavy
tribute
hitters.
songs
You
to,
see, and he says he's not doing anything. He says, nah, I'm chilling. I'm not real busy.
We're launching something. I think for Hialeah folks, pay attention. We're going to launch something that's going to be really cool. That Emilio's collaborated with all of us, and he's been so generous with his time and his talent as far as
Emilio's the
this
best. He's
event.
the godfather to me.
Yeah.
So Saturday, right?
Saturday.
What time to start?
February 8th at 6 p.m.
Mayor,
6 p.m.
what's the future Hialeah looking for? What's coming up in your city? What do you got going on? Give me something. I mean, I know you got to be the big boss and keep something, but tell the people of your community what do you got for them and what can they expect?
There going to be some. I think there's going to be some transformation in our city. We got an election year this year. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. No doubt about it. But I think we're going to stay the course. We're not going to try to reinvent things. I think the goal here, help businesses first and foremost. Help the quality of life of the residents of the city of Hialeah.
Support local.
Obviously, support local always. And I think continue to build. We are the safest city in South Florida. Not because the mayor says so.
Awesome.
Is that independent rankings makes us the second safest city in the state of Florida. Number 1, south of Okeechobee.
I didn't know that.
58th in the country. And if you have safe streets, you have good commerce. If you have good commerce, you got job production, you deal with quality of life issues. It's all intertwined to that safety. And I'm proud of the work that our residents have been doing, our police and fire guys, all the ranking. I'm at the top of it, but I'm going to tell you something. They're the worker bees, man, that make it happen. I get the pats on the back, but if it wasn't for the folks that we have in our city, employees, police, fire, park kids, the
And Bovo supports our pig roast for the Blue. He was there rapping and everything. And so on my angle, homie shows up.
Yeah.
All right, but anything else that you leave out or anything you might want to? I don't want to cut you off or anything.
No, we just.
You ready for that re-election? I think you got my vote.
Thank you, brother.
Wait,
Vivi me está haciendo seña.
Repeat the food and wine once
I will
again.
repeat. Yes, I'm
They're
sorry.
watching you. They're watching you.
They got me online. Hialeah
Saturday.
Park, Saturday, February 8th, 6 o'clock. Be there. The mayor will be there. The council, other elected officials. Si tienen una descarga, you come and give us after you got a couple of glasses of wine at historic Hialeah Park, which also turns 100 years old. Get your mind around that.
Amazing.
Maybe you'll even see a ghost while you're at Hialeah, right?
Amazing. Guys, I want to thank you. I'm honored
No,
to have
thank
you
brother.
on, Mr. Mayor. I
Absolutely.
look forward to spending our kids together. Mikey, La Bodeguita in Hialeah. Come talk politics. Come have cafecito. Pero definitely taste the worst croquetas in Miami because they're far from the worst. They're actually the best.
This is where deals get done.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give it up.
All right. You do good?